Supreme Dreams.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
I saw him put a video out with his crew. It was it was
It sounds like it might be some
They be
bullshit.
bro.
having some crew, boy.
It's like a crew of them. Shout out to those dudes. And it's like they were shooting with like, I want to say a camera or a phone or whatever. There were no edits. It was just like all of this, and then it was like dark over here and it was dark over there and nothing, but it was funny. The quality of it at the time wasn't good, but it was funny. They had 6 million views on that particular video, and it had only been up for a day.
Those type of numbers.
And that's when I
Scary.
said, never again will I be focused on
Not
that.
my sister. My cousin always goes. She used to always say, "I need more from you because I'm at home all day long. So when I'm cleaning, I can hit play and I can listen and watch." She said that's like a lot of people they're working from home, they're bored, so they literally want to watch them. And if you're not putting it out, somebody else will. Like Country Wayne, 7 videos a day or whatever he's doing.
And look at now you packing out theaters.
Yeah, that's crazy.
3,000, 4,000 got to deal with Live Nation. It's like, if you just stick to it, it's like, who really is getting that access to the people is more golden than anything. Like, we live in a time now where the streaming networks and everybody, the studios can't even, they have to compete with the streaming networks now because that's everybody's on their phones, everybody's on something. So I feel like if you have access to the people, you have now put yourself in an equivalent game to the studios and networks, because now it's just, all right, it's a person and they're saying, all right, I'm paying a subscription for Netflix, I got Hulu, and then, all right, okay, I really mess with Juhahn, or I really mess with this network. Who do they like more that they're gonna pay for at this point? It's a wild, wild west right now.
Y'all got Patreons?
Mm-hmm.
I'm about to set up my own situation that's similar to
It's
that.
like OnlyFans Plus.
Fuck OnlyFans too, because they be taking probably a big percentage too. So fuck that.
Man, patreon.com/CT is dope. I always like when you say that, man, it was so real when you said I've gotten more success from myself than anything else. And it's like, oh my God, that blew my mind because it's real. It's like you create, and I see what you're doing with your videos, Justin, and I'll say this, man, keep dropping them because consistency is key. The moment you stop, it's over, right? It's like you could take the thing I love about YouTube is you could take a break, come back, rebuild your stuff. But a lot of platforms aren't like that. And the key thing is just consistency. Somebody's gonna like it. We all started out with 100 views or 25 views, and then that one video hits, and then you start getting into an algorithm. But it's time.
Now I appreciate you telling me that. I was watching Tyler the Creator did an interview with Converse on it's on YouTube, but he was saying how the importance of, and this is something I preach too, it's not always about how many people see your videos, but who see your video. And what he was saying is, he was like, there's some artists that I think he started working with or whatever. He said, bro, when I first found his video, he had 6 views on his clip. 6 views, but he was like, I thought it was fire. So I started working with this dude. And what he was saying was, when you start posting this content, see it as you're building a resume. Every clip, it's just, you putting it out there because you don't know. Man, I had someone hit me up about the Day One's podcast. You see what I'm saying? And it's like, that don't get a bunch of views like that, but there was something in that person identified with or was like, yo, we could turn this into something. You know, so that's important to always remember.
We always got to remember, you should always remind yourself of your success. And if it comes down to the point, if it's your grind, I have to always check back in with myself. Like, I did that for myself. So continue to do that for yourself. Sometimes we get in a place, we know how it feels. You just want to, sometimes I just want to show up. I just want to come to the trailer and get pampered. Here come Mr. Jones. The camera's over here. I just want to show up and be pampered like a king. But unfortunately, the realistic reality of that is there's only a few handful of black folks that they give that to. You know what I mean? And this is how you get beyond having to deal with, oh, why they only got 2 black dudes that's popping in Hollywood. Well, you can be popping if you just make yourself popping. That's the beauty of social media. You can make a name for yourself and become a millionaire and making more money than working actors.
And on top of that, and I start looking at content creators like this. Like Justin said, there are so many content creators, and it's like it's a sea of content. And then I start realizing when people say people's names to me, like you said, this Oscar dude, I'm sure he's great. I've never heard of him. You know what I mean? I'm not his audience, but I'm sure he's a millionaire, and I'm sure that he has a fan base that go crazy over him. And my goal has always been, I want to be able to walk in the street and be cool. I'll take some pictures. Cool. All you good? Hey, great to see y'all. Thank you so much for the love. I got my house. I got my money. I'm out the way. I don't need to be Will Smith, right? So when you see these content creators that can be nameless and be millionaires, is always fire compared to trying to just chase the fame.
Call them niggas nameless.
They're nameless. I mean, because
Fuck
think
your
about
feelings.
Fuck your
it. I
feelings.
mean, bro, I got a fan base,
I'm
and there are people who
Oscar.
don't know me. You know what I'm saying? So it's like there are millions of people who aren't known, but they have the success.
Yeah. It's a crazy grind, man.
Oh wait, that's what my point was. When you said that, my thought was, and this goes back to looking left and looking right. I'll be in the crib and I'm like, man, how come such and such ain't hit me for this? How come such and such hit me for that? They ain't invite me to this. And then I remember, one, nobody owes you anything. Two, I'm the type of person, if I don't get invited to a party, I'm creating my own party. I'm creating my own party.
Yep.
Oh, that person did that? All right, cool. I'm gonna invite everybody at that party
But them.
except them. That's the type of nigga I am. You know what I mean? So it's like
petty.
You thought I was petty, right?
like strategic, bro.
Now I'm gonna tell you. Speaking of petty, bro, I was just watching. I watch a lot of stuff because I'm unemployed. I was just The Shop, which isn't on.
I loved it.
It's not on HBO anymore. I don't know if y'all caught that.
It's on YouTube.
It's on YouTube, uninterrupted, and I'm sure that was an ownership play or something. Something must have went awry with the contract for them to now say
That's LeBron's, right?
that's LeBron.
Yeah,
and
I was looking
Maverick.
for it. And
So-
Maverick did not interrupt this time.
He didn't interrupt.
He be interrupted. He didn't interrupt. Keep going.
So they was talking about, Donald Glover was saying how he uses pettiness to like you, and he was asking LeBron that also, like, as an extra motivation to to get a win, to accomplish something. Do y'all ever feel like y'all have done that? Like y'all use somebody?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And as you said, I'm like,
Somebody
oh yeah.
use that when you did when a woman get you upset.
That's
and you
what I
like,
was gonna
you
go
just
to.
do some
Oh,
shit.
you want to do me dirty?
No,
I'm about
man.
to get balling. You gonna see.
Gotta be. That's the best way to success, man. Women hate to see
I've
that.
actually had
Hey, wait a minute, are
the
you married?
success part.
You married, right? I swear.
Yeah.
Okay.
What?
Oh shit. We filmed.
The delivery.
It was the delay. Because he looked at you. He was like, you married?
How dare you ask me that on this damn platform, brother?
We recording, huh?
Okay, good.
Oh,
My bad.
man.
I ain't know the situation. I might
No,
have
we
loop.
good.
Oh,
Okay,
man.
my bad. Don't do
No, you can
That
continue.
was
More
funny.
questions. What else we had?
So, Juhahn,
Well,
why do you think
no.
it was disrespectful when he
No, so when you said the petty part, this is back in the day, like my ex. Well, she did me dirty, but I did it wrong first.
Okay.
So,
Oh,
I was
that's
wrong.
man.
but anyways, so I was going through it. I'm in my feelings, and I'm starting to like bubble now in comedy. This is like around the time I think everybody was starting to move here. And if you knew me then, like I was always like the warm. I was out on every big show doing something.
The guy.
And so she goes to a TV taping of the Celebration of Gospel for BET. Guess who's doing the warm up?
Deshaun Ross.
Man, it felt good. And she was sitting high in the back too. And I was
What you doing in the back, bitch?
and I pulled the baddest of 4 bad ones that day too. So it felt, she saw all the success that day. Felt good.
Yo, I fucked Deshaun out of a job so bad, bro. Yo, to the point that when I had disaster, I got you on disaster day, though, bruh. I fucked him so bad, bruh. So he was doing warm up for the BET Awards.
Why are you laughing already? You
Yo,
a villain,
it was
bro.
so crazy.
Bruh, he was doing warm up for BET Awards. You got to wear credentials to get in. So I ain't had no. If I was like, man, I want to go to the BET Awards. I was fresh out here, probably 2 years. I want to go to the BET Awards. I hit up Deshaun. Deshaun had a credential from the year before, right?
Yeah.
It was like a credential. So anybody, a credential, you wear it around your neck. The VIP, you can walk backstage. So I walk in. I try to walk in with the credential, and they was like, wait a minute, brother. And then they was like, no, this ain't you, or some shit they said. And then they was like, hold on. They was like, hold on, and they went to go whisper, and I just took off.
This nigga ran.
No. So then,
Like you're gonna be locked up.
so it's like exactly, and like, what type of trouble am I about to get into?
Oh.
I was like, no, I can't go to jail.
Just took off.
He called me though. Told me too.
I told him what happened.
He was like, they took your credentials and they knew it wasn't you. So just a heads up.
But you never did. They never asked
Never
you back?
called me back. After that.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, my bad. I ain't
They
shit.
didn't even see if you could have got robbed or you could.
They didn't care. Never again.
Damn.
So
Clearly, he's a runner.
Yeah.
He's a track star.
No, but
He
they
coulda did the same shit on
took
you.
the credential though.
But you know what's so
You know what
funny?
I'm
I
saying?
think
He could have stolen from you.
That is
like
true. He
did.
could have,
But
but
you
it
know-
didn't match. Like the credentials change each year.
Damn.
Okay.
right. And then I think I actually talked to somebody. I think when I was leaving, maybe I did. Something happened, but I remember the dude was like, "We're about to let you in, but since you did all that, bye, nigga." I was like,
You think
"Homie."
they was about to let you in? What's
Oh, they
that
said-
conversation about to be? Well, you got somebody else's shit, but
Yeah.
come
Well,
on
you gotta
in.
think, Justin is a hothead, bro. Like that patience, you got it now probably, but then,
That's funny. Yeah.
hey,
he
what's
called me,
going
though.
on? It's like, oh man, this guy.
He was like, hey
Get outta
man,
here.
just so you know, you might be in a little bit of trouble because they took the credentials. I took off. Then I'm not sure they don't know who I am, but they definitely know who you.
Damn.
Hey man, I felt so bad. So I was on I did an MTV show called Disaster Day. It was a prank show that nobody saw, and as I did that, shout out to the people that I did it with.
Oh man, that was.
But
funny.
I made sure I got him on that. And anytime I have something, I
He
try to
called
make
me. He always said, "Hey, as soon as I get a chance, man, I got you."
Yeah,
I feel
bro.
bad for
I
that,
feel bad. I
boy.
still feel bad about that.
What was
bro.
you doing on that? You was opening for.
I was just doing the warm up for because I used to get all of them
Mm.
off. I got it
You
one
were
time
that guy
because
that they called.
Yeah.
yep, because what happened was Rodney Perry used to be the warm up guy,
Mhm.
and then they called me and said, "Well, only reason you're calling you is because Rodney Perry told it he didn't want to do it, and he said to call you." I was like, "Oh yeah,
I'll take it.
Then they called me, and I immediately called. I said, "Yo, how much do I need to send you? Because I wouldn't have got this bread without you." He's like, "Nah, just make sure that you know, when you get a chance to pay it forward." I was like,
That's how Rodney Perry is.
and
man.
I remember after that day, I was like, "Yo, let me hear somebody say something bad about Rodney Perry."
Bro.
I'm taking off.
You won't hear that. Nobody. I've never heard anybody say anything.
And
bad
I've always
about
said
Perry.
that if you travel the country, I don't care if you started today or you've been doing it a million years. Everybody like, "Oh, Rodney Perry, that's that guy, that's the guy." So if you don't like him, it's you.
It's you.
You're the problem.
That's a fact.
Man, I came to tears on a live one time, just talking about how good Rodney had been to me, man. Like so many opportunities,
Mhm.
and just like I moved out here at 21, bro,
Mhm.
35. So it was like I also was learning how to become a man from Rodney. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like the stuff that he does for comedians. Every time a new comedian comes into an environment or the city, I was always like, "Hey, how you doing, man? Da da da. Where you from? I'm gonna give you some love because the city's cold."
Mhm.
Clayton was the first comedian I ever met.
Oh.
And, the first show I ever kind of went to was like Buddy Lewis or something, but it was me, you, and Vanessa. What's Vanessa's last name?
Gradick.
Gradick. What, she still around?
Yeah, she's
Is
still
it was it in the Valley, that restaurant?
Probably,
Sarah?
yeah, something.
Sarah's
Yeah,
Diner,
I
yeah,
think so.
yeah.
That was when I first moved out here. Those were the comedians that I saw.
That's
The very
funny.
first spot.
When you see Justin, you knew. First of all, Justin is about his business. You understand me? You know from the beginning. If you ever walk into a room with Justin, know his first thought is, "How can I take over the world?" Right?
That's
So,
so funny that you said.
nigga.
My homeboy just said, bro. It was like, I know you, Pinky in the brain, like you the
Yeah.
brain, bro. You're thinking, how can I take? My homeboy Lee just said that last week.
Cause I want me down, I get it. Hate that I keep winning. Stab my back is tempting to all those who willing. The ones think I'm privileged. Hard work went into this. Lost friends, God bless. Cut hoes off too much stress.